I was at Squarespace's headquarters in New York last week.
Pets.
And today is the first day I can tell you about some of the stuff I saw there. I'm Vic King from Strong Sites, and Christy Price admonished me for not bringing my wizard hat to Circle Day. So in Christy's honor, I'm bringing it back. Today, Squarespace is announcing a bunch of new pro features for designers that I am super excited about, and I'm going to walk you through some of those, which are coming by the end of this year, and talk about what this means for pro designers. So I've got this video here, which was a demo, live demo at Circle Day by Guillermo and Peter, two Squarespace employees who had great energy.
Therapy.
These guys were great, and they demoed some of these new features that are coming. Okay.
No custom code.
So the first thing, and one of the most exciting things to me, and it's not out yet, but they're saying by the end of the year, is block level animations. So what you see here, this kind of thing, so far has only been achievable in Squarespace through custom CSS, targeting an individual block. Now they are building, let me jump ahead to where they show it. Look at this, there's a whole animation pane for individual blocks. You also notice there's rotate, scale, opacity, skew. You can set your triggers. You can build custom animations. So he has that sort of fading in and sliding in from the left, and I think he has day fading in and sliding in from the right. They've built presets. I love these different browser-based, action-based animations, like scroll and follow, and even hover and press. And these are just the presets. You can set the transform for the animation and then also the timing, all the way down to things like duration, delay, what kind of ease is it? Super granular, like kind of things that you're used to if you work in Webflow or Framer, but really have not been available on a block level in Squarespace until now. The ability to hide blocks on just desktop or just mobile is now available, which means you could create two entirely different views of a section for desktop and mobile using two totally different sets of blocks, hiding each for the opposite view. Or, you could just hide individual blocks on mobile to declutter the mobile browsing experience. And thanks to this new feature that's already live, at least for Gold and Platinum Circle members, you don't have to use custom code to hide it. You can just toggle it off on the mobile view. And eventually they're going to add some of these other mobile level overrides where you can just go in and toggle off the product description for this product widget on mobile. Super cool. Okay, here's a couple more fun use cases for these block level animations. Check this out.
So what you're going to see here is our text
block. So they pin this
pinning
text block so it sticks there.
And I have 3 image blocks
and
all
then
the way
up
down the
come
bottom of the
these
section.
image
They're
blocks.
also going to pin when they reach the top. But you'll notice now with animations, it's doing a little something else too. They're growing, they're rotating, they're easing in. And that's exactly what that is. That is a scroll trigger. I'm going to keep talking. It's a scroll trigger that's triggering. These are already set like to slight rotation, just like off the box. But once I scroll, they're going to continue rotating and grow as well. And with the pin, you'll see how they rest, kind of stack on top of each other, like they're on top of a table. We have this blue spotlight. It's a shape block set to a follow trigger. But you may have noticed the section above it has a blue background, and the section below it, that video background,
this is clever.
Video section had a black background. But what I did was make a big old blue shape block, hug the bottom of that top section. I have scroll here, I have it shrink down to the center of the viewport, and with follow become the spotlight for this video section too. It's a nice little lovely transition effect from the section above to the section below. And just as it comes in that way, I have it bleeding into the next section as well.
Very clever.
I like it. All right.
This is one of the perennial responsive problems, like the 2 buttons. Squarespace has never had a native way to stick them together. Will Myers has a nice little code snippet for doing that in his collection. Check this out.
If you've used CSS Flexbox, you'll hit the ground running with stacks. If you haven't, the best way I like to think about stacks is that it's like sending your blocks to therapy.
That's a great metaphor, by the way.
These two are meant to be together. They need stacks. They need therapy. Get these two in a stack session. Boom. Now, you can set a custom gap.
Look at that.
Yeah, see?
So now you've got all this Flexbox positioning tools. Oh, that's me.
And now
hey,
2 buttons.
Look at that guy.
It's not just about 2 blocks. You can nest them. You can really.
You can do stacks within stacks.
I could stack
Look at
stack
this.
inside another stack.
There.
You control that
right
spacing.
There. Boom.
All right, let's talk about one more block. We all know the accordion block loves to bring everybody
and
down
this,
with
of course, fixes.
Look at how that image stretches We can fix this with stacks. Let's send them to therapy. Blocks inside a stack have sizing controls, right?
Look
So
at
I can
that.
set fixed height and width for this image. I can set a fill width for this accordion. And now when I open
These
this
are
image, is saying,
much
"Leave me out of your
needed
lore,
fixes or
I'm not
ways
here
to
for it."
fix some of
And
these
because I set
common
that width to fill, wish that you
layout
can see
problems
the image actually
that pro
stays, and you're
designers
choosing
notice.
how the image and
This
the
is
accordion to
awesome.
stay. You really just have a lot more.
Then you can apply styling settings to the entire stack, so you can create true cards. You know, what right now has required using a shape block underneath a bunch of these other things. Now you can actually group things together into cards or stacks and style that whole stack to make beautiful, clean cards.
You can make grid walls of cards with stacks, as you can see here.
Yep.
You'll notice too that we can use animations on nested blocks within stacks. You can see it's also following, which is really nice. We also can add animations to multiple stacks at a time. So as I scroll, if you get client feedback last minute,
So instead of dragging them out, you just resort the stacks within
stacks are great in the horizontal orientation as well. You can see here these nice little card lockups. You can add a pin to your stacks as well. See that? Got to catch them all. Very good. Stacks make for really good hero lockups as well. You can see a nested animation on that arrow glyph on the right. Cool little animation effect on hover. Shout out to IKEA, I guess. Stacks make for great tables too. You can see that down here.
Yep.
Nice little hover effect as well. Here's a
Yep,
clock.
this will
There's no
enable
stacks here. I just
much
thought the clock was
cleaner
cool.
text tables than
that
has
just shape?
heretofore
That's just
been possible
on
in
animation on
Squarespace
rotation
without.
Because you can also control anchor points
custom
of the
code.
animations as well. So actually the anchor point for that shape is the bottom, and that's what's causing the rotation. Cool. Some more cute little rows for the tables, a button that gets super wide, and a flashy footer. Because why not?
They were having fun at this point.
So check that out. So that's a little bit of like a scale on those text blocks with a delay to sequence them from left to right.
Notice how he staggered the fade in of the 4 words to get you to read it a little more, and then followed it with this, and then followed it with that. That's beautiful. Those are just subtle design choices. So much more going to be possible without code. I think here at the end, he hid like 100 images around the footer and set them to reveal on hover. If I remember correctly. Yes. Like clearly an edge use case, but a whole lot of fun. So I've tuned into the live streams of the first 3 Circle days, and I have to say this one felt different, especially contrasted with last year. So last year I remember the chat got super snarky when they were demoing the new product releases, because a lot of them were AI integrations that seemed targeted towards DIYers. There was a little bit of the, this is great, but like, this isn't for us type energy. This year felt very different. This set of releases is clearly geared towards more professional designers and developers, and incorporates so many different things that we have been asking for in the forums and feature requests for years. I'm very excited for these tools to roll out over the rest of this year. I'll keep testing them as they roll out, demoing them here. If you want more pro level Squarespace walkthroughs, hit subscribe. And yeah, happy designing.